The reason why I like these macros so much is because 9 carbs, 1 protein, 0 fat, and like 3 rice cakes. There is breakfast, and on my waffle I will put some Walden Farms on there. I only use this stuff in like moderation, so where is it? Yeah, just a little bit, because it does have calories in it when you like put a ton on, so I just use a little. Sipping on some tea. I'm gonna go do some work, answer some clients. We got a story time to tell.
A story time to tell.
Taking a break from work for a second, and
no, it was last night.
Yeah, so it was last night, and Kyle and I were going on a walk outside, and we just started talking about like competing in my first ever show, and then we were talking about like my dad and how he was crying.
Or not crying, but like everyone was just so happy for her. And I remember, I mean, we were drinking a little bit, but I remember just being like so excited, like she won her pro card.
Yeah, this is my 2015, my first ever show.
Yeah, the Mid-Florida Classic 2015. Mm-hmm. And we thought she was just like, literally like you just won Miss Bikini Olympia. Like,
yeah, we were just so happy. Like I did my first show. I got second place. I won first in novice, and we were just like, yeah. Me and Kyle were just talking about like how we were acting like that was like a pro card win.
Well, we didn't know what nationals was.
No.
And pro cards, and like we knew Ashley Kay was Miss Bikini Olympia, but that's like kind of all we did know.
Yeah, I didn't know there was like a nationals and
just like the levels and what it takes and all that stuff. And this is in 2015, so yeah, that was. And then so she got second in open, and I remember her. Okay, yeah, so let's. It was
and so we were walking, and Kyle, I forget what we were talking about, and I was just like, yeah, Marcia won my class. She got first, and I got second. And I'm like, wait, did I just say Marcia?
Yeah, but no, I said that because we've talked about 2015 Mid-Florida Classic a lot, but we've never brought up Marcia or like we never looked up who beat her.
Yeah.
We knew that she got third at the Arnold or second at the Arnold, amateur. And I remember that's what we said after the show. We were just like, that woman got second at the Arnold Amateur. And like, she had more delts and muscle than you, but like...
I just remember I got off the stage and Kyle was like, that girl was so much older than you. She had so much more muscle than you. And she ended up winning the overall at the MPC Mid-Florida Classic in 2015. So yeah, Kyle and I were just walking outside, and it just like came to me. I'm like, that was Marcia that won my class. And Kyle was like, no. And we were like, oh my God, that was Marcia. So we ended up like looking on Google and searching like the Mid-Florida Classic, and what do you know? It was freaking Marcia. So I've already competed against Marcia.
Yeah. I remember even back then though, I was like looking, I didn't know much about like bikini division, but I remember looking up on stage and thinking, wow, Lauren has these like nice full like top of her, and I talk about this all the time, but like the fullness at the top of the glutes up here and then coming down. And I just remember you being like, I mean, you're like taller than her a little bit, like maybe you have longer femurs, but I remember from the back, I was almost like, she could beat her. Like, she's better than her. I just knew that she was, you know, you didn't have as much muscle.
I was like 19 years old, and I think Marcia was like, I don't know.
Yeah. But she's been going at it. I mean, she's really...
Yeah, Marcia's like a top competitor. Like,
yeah, she got ninth.
She got ninth in the Olympian. She's won like all of her pro shows pretty much. Like, she's won a ton of pro shows. So it's just kind of cool. Like, hey, I've been on stage with an Olympian before. Like in 2015, my first ever show. So I've like been on stage with her, like competing, you know, in a class. Like, I'm just like, really? That was just crazy to me. Like, I've been on stage with Marcia, and we were like fighting for first or second before. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and like she had like really defined abs.
Oh,
I remember that. Like, yeah, I just remember.
She ended up winning her pro card that year. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So.
But I think the funniest part of it is that we've talked about 2015 a lot.
I know.
And then just randomly last night, she like brought up her name. We're like, wait, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Maybe it was, and then it ended up being
Marcia.
So yeah, you've gone against an Olympian before already.
Yeah. I don't know why that like came in my head.
We want that rematch. Okay.
Oh, gosh.
No. Jokes aside, no. It'll be cool to see if they do compete.
Yeah. I'll probably see her in Miami.
Yeah.
You know, I'm probably gonna end up doing the Miami show. It's not gonna be my first show, but it's definitely gonna be one of my shows, and who knows, maybe she'll be there.
We'll see if we end up doing that one or not, but you'll definitely be on stage with her
one day
if she keeps competing and you keep competing. So that'll be interesting. Yeah. She probably won't remember.
Yeah, she probably doesn't remember at all. But yeah, we just wanted to share that. Yeah, we didn't even know. It just came to my head. I'm like, that was Marcia. And then we like Googled it and I was like, oh my God, it was her.
Okay, so the funny part, which I keep trying to get to, is like, I was just sitting on the couch and I was like, isn't that weird how brains work? Like she had this info in her brain, but it just like, it clicked. Yeah, so it's like just she accessed it and we're like, wait, what? It was just really strange.
Well, I always knew it was some Spanish girl. Like it was some Spanish girl that had amazing physique. Portuguese or whatever she is. And then it just kind of clicked. I'm like, you know what? That was Marcia. Like with the little tattoo, Chinese, down the side of her leg. Like I knew, it just came to me.
Yeah.
Weird how brains work, yeah. So that's our story. Prepping up some Brussels sprouts here, and I'm going to put them in my air fryer, but I'm going to season it with some garlic salt, some garlic powder here, and then put them in my air fryer. Probably need to clean this thing. What? So there's not enough room to put all of that in there, so I'm just gonna do this in some intervals. Okay, here we go. Smell really good. Crispy, just like how I like it. Okay, this lighting is not the best, so I have to like lean over here, but I just pulled up to the chiropractor that I'm going to be seeing. I am going to go get some work done on my body because I feel pretty beat up right now, and I was sending pictures into Kyle of my, my back bikini pose, and one glute is like way higher than the other, and it looks really bad, and that is like not good for a bikini. Like when I get up on that stage, they look at symmetry, and all that is very important. So yeah, I am, I don't spend money on a lot of stuff. I don't spend money on a bunch of clothes. I don't spend money on a bunch of stuff that I don't need. I spend money on food and my health. And for me, this is really important because, I am an athlete and I want my body to work well and be functioning properly. And I want to feel good, and I've had a little back injury, a little like tweak when I do sumos, and it doesn't feel good. And even when I squatted the other day and I hurt my back. So right now I'm not squatting, I'm doing the power squat instead, which feels really good for me. I'm doing the RDLs and I'm doing hip thrusts. But yeah, I miss sumo deadlifts. So I'm gonna go see this guy. I'm gonna see if he can fix me up a little bit. Maybe realign my hips or make my hips better with whatever he's gonna do. And yeah, I've had massages in the past, but I've never like had some serious like work done on me with like a chiropractor. Hopefully he's not gonna like crack me, because I hate that. I hate that noise, like the cracking noise. So hopefully he doesn't do that, but I know he has like a ton of modalities and just some stuff. So I'll be sure to tell you how I like it and what goes down today. And yeah, it's at my gym actually. His name's Dr. Joe, and he's a chiropractor at my gym here at Powerhouse. So gonna go see him now, and hopefully he fixes me up here. I had a good experience at the chiropractor. My makeup is like all over my face right now. It's probably like spread because I was like laying flat like on that bench thing. But yeah, I was always scared to go to a chiropractor because all I thought they do is like they crack you, like whatever, and I hate that noise. Like I hate when I'm in class and like people are like cracking their necks and their back. Like it just, I hate it. But honestly, like, oh my God, it wasn't bad at all. He did a bunch of different modalities on me. He did ART, he did Graston on my, both of my shoulders. He told me that I'm gonna be like super exhausted because of that. So he's like, you're gonna be really tired, so make sure you're drinking a ton of water. He gave me some coconut water, which I'm gonna drink. And yeah, what else did he do? And yeah, he definitely realigned me too. So he had me like on his bench or his table, and then he would just kind of, the table would move a little bit, and he just, whatever he did, he like rearranged my hips. So now they are even. He put some tape there to keep it there, because the body always wants to go back to how it was. So the tape just like keeps me there, so I don't go back to my old way or whatever, how I was. And yeah, and then he cracked my neck. So that was actually probably the worst part, was when he cracked my neck. He did both sides, which it kind of freaked me out, but it felt good. Cracked my back. So yeah, it wasn't like bad at all. Like I was thinking like the worst, I guess, but really good experience. Definitely worth the money. I mean, I was in there for an hour and a half. And then I'm probably gonna go back like once every, I don't know, 4 weeks or something, just to see him again. He told me that my T-bands are like, T-bands are super tight, so he's gonna use the Graston tool on that next time. But he wasn't gonna do it this time because it would just be way too much on my body. But yeah, super great experience. Really happy. All right, Zima, we're gonna go run you and try to find a place. Zima.
I just walked her like a mile, half a mile.
She looks good.
3/4 of a mile.
Gotta tire this one out. Yay, so we found a field for Zima to play in. So good. Just made this beauty here, and what I did is I put quick oats, just 40 grams, and then egg whites, protein powder, peanut butter, and I topped it with some chocolate.